Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, good.
Like what?
Because I don't want to look silly. Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. That was so loud. Okay. Yo, welcome to the Male Intuition. You already know this nigga's goofy. Why are you laughing? What the fuck? Yo, now you laughing. Come on, son. Somebody gotta chill. Somebody gotta chill. Well, I can see him on my peripheral. He wildin'. All right, you caught that on camera, right, Mike? Come on, son. That was me. Come on, son.
Ooh, yeah, that's the pose. You got it.
My whole asshole come out. These shit's about to rip. If I lift this leg up, it's a dub. Okay, there we go. Boom. I'm good. Go ahead. I'm so okay. Ready? How's my posture? Oh my God.
$1 million pose with these $1 million flows. I ain't thinking about a deal, ain't $1 million no. Back up my face, I got $1 million glow.
Listen, never let a year go unanswered. You heard me? Welcome back to the Male Intuition. These laughs up here, we getting it. Today the energy is crazy, B. Cause you talking about, you heard? It's a pleasure to have y'all with us today, man. We got a great show in store. You know, as always, it's your boy Dajon out here with my co-host.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kevaan. Welcome back to another episode of the Male Intuition. What's up? You alright?
He gets on my nerves. Like, everything
So
is
smooth.
sexual with him. Like, it could never just
So
be
smooth.
like, yo, what's good? It's like, it's good, you know, how you doing? It's Kevaan Walton. But it ain't about us right now, yo. It's about our lovely guest. Selena is in the building.
The infamous.
The infamous, yo. Let me
You
tell
know?
y'all, I just met her today, but I feel like I've known her for a while. You know what I'm saying? It's only 6 degrees of separation. Look at where we at today.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time.
It was only a matter of time.
It was only a matter of time.
And it happened today.
And it happened.
On the Male Intuition.
And you know what? Where else would it be? What? We want to give you a chance to just tell the people about yourself, what you do, what you got planned, or whatever. Just let us know who you are.
Let me start off first by thanking you both for having me as a guest. I truly appreciate it. I respect what you guys do with the show. I think I first started watching around season 1. Very unfiltered, unedited, and I think that's why I gravitated towards it, because they were just themselves. So thank you. I truly appreciate it. But my name is Selena Shanae. You can find me on Instagram, Selena Shanae. I'm a program coordinator for developmentally disabled residents, and in addition to that, I'm actually in the process of beginning my own nonprofit entitled Basketball Brains and Beauty Elite. And with this organization, it would be in the form of networking events, panel discussions, and I'm also developing a league composed of former collegiate women basketball players who use the game of basketball to become successful after college. So it's a whole woman empowerment movement going on, and you know, we got the whole woman thing going on, and we're promoting the importance of education with this organization.
You are a former athlete yourself,
Absolutely.
right? And by no means were you a slouch. Like you
I can just tell by your energy.
You
Like,
had
Really, is that
like
strong?
when you be talking,
that
I
strong?
feel it in your shoulder.
Well, that's a good
I
thing.
feel in your shoulder. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. When she was just breaking it down just now, like yo, and we do, and we gonna do, and it was like I got chills real quick going up my back. I felt it.
That's what I'm going for.
I felt it.
Especially as a woman, you got to be demanding. You have,
Yeah,
to have
yeah.
that, you know, persona. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you detected that.
You came in like, you know, like some people. Well, this is what we doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, I'm on male intuition. I have,
Look,
to, I have to bring it.
that's the
I
only
have
way to
bring
come.
it.
That's the
I
only
have
way to come, yo.
If I heard correctly, you're going to tie in a lot of your former teammates and other athletes that you know to kind of do a lot of work with them.
It's actually a lot bigger than that. The athletes that I'm going to use to be a part of the league are former college athletes who are now lawyers, doctors, principals of schools. So I'm trying to formulate a whole woman empowerment movement. So I do eventually want to branch off and go into the schools and talk to these high school athletes about the importance of education because it's extremely important right now. I'm gonna just keep it really brief, but about 500,000 girls, high school girls, play basketball every year.
Okay.
Out of that 500,000, only 16,000 go on to play college basketball, and that's D1, D2, and D3. Out of that 16,000, only 1,000 go on to be eligible to play professionally after college. Out of that 1,000, only 32 was chosen. So we're talking about a percentage of 1.1. So let's be realistic. I know everybody's dreams are to play professionally after college, but I need to promote that education component of it and to preach the importance of that, because even if you do make it to play professionally, you still have to have something to fall back on.
That's the beauty of it. Like, you really get ahead of it and you understand how it works for you, and the fact that you're about to give back and show others how to get it.
That's what it's ultimately about. Just to help. You know, I always feel like that's like the biggest thing you can do, and you can't put a price on that. But today we're gonna talk about money. The topic for our discussion today is we want to talk about finances within a relationship. The bag. You know what I mean? We want to talk about that within the relationship. The biggest overall question is, does it matter?
All right, so this is where I'm coming from. All right. We sit here and we talk about women who, you know, you said were lawyers, doctors, you know, accountants, you know, all in these different fields, and all of the fields that you named are big money fields. We see statistically that women, even though they, you know, there's an argument that they're not making as much of men, right? But they're getting in these fields and they're graduating from colleges at rates faster than men of color are, right? So the whole dynamic of when your lady is making a bag more than you are, does it really matter? Have you ever been in a relationship with anyone, right, where you was making more than they were?
Let me start off by saying this. Times have changed. And I can look directly in the camera and say, times have changed. Do you know the percentage of women, married women, that makes more money than their husband? 24%. That's a lot. That's a lot. Compared to 1970, that statistic was 7%. So 50 years.
It was non-existent.
That's
that
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
even a real
So
statistic. You know what I'm
at
saying?
all. So we're talking about now in 2018, 24% of working married women are making more than their husbands.
I've had a girl actually tell me she was ashamed to say how much she made. And just simply so that she didn't discourage the men that she was talking to. She would downplay the amount of money that she was making a year, so that without even knowing if he was making money or not, to just purposely not ruin what a situation could become. You know what I mean? That is fucking crazy.
But it's also real because money
It's very
actually
real.
symbolizes
Yes.
power. Money symbolizes power. So what man can...
So now we get into the root of it.
We in the room.
Let's go.
We in the room.
Now we
We
get
in the
to
room.
the-
Yeah, we in the room right
break it
now.
down.
Let's talk turkey.
We
Break
in
it
the
down.
room right now.
Break it down.
Let's
We in the room.
So if we talking power, right?
Yes.
And we're talking about, like, it's crazy because the last few episodes have really been around masculinity,
Yes.
what that embodies, and what different elements really placate to how men feel like men, right?
Yes.
And so one of those elements is money. And so I have a cousin who her struggle for a long time was she's like in human resources, hitting the marks, making this money, and she's a strong woman. Let alone black woman, but she's just a strong
Just a woman, period.
woman.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Men were intimidated. You know what I mean? Because she was making the bag. You know what I mean?
And black men.
I agree with that.
You know, black men, and it's like, and you know what? Speaking from a personal experience, I would definitely date a girl that make more money than me. I don't give a fuck. If we married, it's mine. You know what I mean? Unless you done sign some type of prenuptial agreement that I don't know about. You know what I mean? Then if we get married, that's my money too. You know what I mean? But I've never personally been afraid of being with a go-getter. I'm all about somebody pushing me to want to go get it as well. And if I'm with a go-getter like that, I'm like, yo, we we both got to get it. We putting it together though. But the fact that I don't care that she make more money, that's one thing. But does she care? Like, I'm pretty sure we all have friends that let's say they got into a relationship with somebody, they end up moving in with them. Whose name is on the lease? Boom, right? Start there. It could be the male or the female. Now it's you get into an argument. It's get the fuck out of my place.
Exactly.
My place. No. This is my shit. This is you can get the fuck out. You know what I mean? That's what that shit be, bro. So in that space, that's the money dictating how you acting towards somebody that you should be caring about.
But let me talk about the frustration that comes with women in a situation like that. Because it's ironic because I actually know somebody who was in a situation like that.
See?
She made more money than her man. And I feel like the woman is deeper than the actual money component. It's about, are you self-driven?
I agree.
You know, even if let's just say a woman makes 80K, a man makes 30K.
Right.
You guys are in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's deeper than that 30K.
It is.
Do you plan on staying at that? What are your short-term goals?
Yes.
What are your long-term goals?
Okay, right,
Do you plan on staying at 30K for another year or two? So it's about being self-driven. I feel like in a lot of situations like that, women who make more money than their man is not as driven, and I feel like they become complacent because they know she has it.
She got it, right.
And that's
so I don't gotta go that hard.
Exactly.
That's what I was trying to say earlier about the women being the go-getters and the men. We get in these situations where we be like, it's whatever. I'm giving a good dick, so hopefully that should hold me over. Like, and no, nigga. Okay. You got a girl making 80. Okay. You got a guy making 30. Okay. She's going to work busting her ass. He possibly could be too. But her energy is completely different when she comes home.
Way different.
Way different. It's way different. Because now, stepping aside from the financial situation of it, you still have a relationship to take care of.
Absolutely.
So, you got a man who is a private school teacher.
Yeah.
Right? At most, you make okay. You know what I mean? Like, depending on where you're at, right? Unless you a director or something like that, you're not making money. Right? You're not touching that. Yeah. And then you got a woman who's a nurse. Right?
Start off.
You know what I'm saying? A nurse, right? And then moves up the rank, and now she at like 90. You know what I mean? Like. He busting his ass too.
I'm not saying no. I said he could be too. Okay. But I'm saying when you get home, it's a different dynamic.
What's the dynamic?
It's more. What I'm saying is, it's more things that play into it than just the money. Right. The nigga could be making $30 and treat her like a queen. She don't give a fuck about that 30. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like this a good dude. But if you at home just chilling and you like, fuck it, I'll pay the cable. You know what I mean? She paying the rent. You can't even chip in on the rent. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? And now
here's my dilemma with everything.
Right? What?
All that sounds good, right? But when the shoe is on the other foot, how many times and how often do we hear women? I mean, women are so about being like independent, or you know what I'm saying? Really being, sometimes they offer their man and all that, but at the end of the day, if we talk about paying for dates, right? Yeah. Who's supposed to pay for the date?
Right.
The man.
Right.
If he got an apartment, who's supposed to pay the bills?
Right.
The man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get women who are on the logical sense to say, yeah, we should maybe go and have some things or that. But I've even heard the argument that says that it's not about equality in relationships. It's about it being equitable. It's not about how much you're making, right? It's about if you're making more, that means you put in more,
right?
Because that makes it equitable, right? You know what I'm saying? If I'm busting my ass, but I'm only making $40,000,
why would you be paying the same?
You know what I'm saying? Why would it be equal?
Tough.
Why would I go 50-50 if I'm only making $40,000, right?
Right.
But see, when it's a man making that money, the woman, most times, not all,
they want you to do
the
all.
argument that I hear most times, women want you to pay.
Well, let him do it.
My man take care of me. Man, my man do all of this, all of that. And it's typically financially, yes, he should be doing other things as well.
Right.
But typically they talking about, my man bought me these Gucci shoes, my man bought me, you know what I
see,
mean?
my
All
thing,
of that is great. But when the shoe's on the other foot, we don't be hearing that. Women ain't for that. You don't pay no bills.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying.
All right. I feel like with different men have different viewpoints.
It's definitely
are men naturally providers? Natural providers, men.
Naturally.
Natural providers.
Naturally.
And I mean in all elements, but let's stick to financial because that's what we're talking about.
Right.
Is it the expectation of you personally that you're the financial provider?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And sometimes that may be something that I'm putting on myself.
Yes.
We put it on ourselves. But that's what I was about to say.
It's also cultural, how you were raised and all that.
Right.
All these elements play a factor, but I'm the type of man that wants to be able to take care of his woman.
I want to do it.
I understand that may mean different things depending on who I'm with, right? Because taking care of my woman may not be, financially all of this stuff. It could just be like sometimes she wants her foot rub, sometimes she wants me to.
It's so much deeper than finance.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm trying to say. Beyond the money, there's an actual relationship that has to be catered to. It's not just the money, but when you factor it in,
but we talking money.
That's what I'm saying though. When you factor in that money, shit could go left real quick. Let's say the guy's the one that's making that bread. Shorty not making as much, but he really doing what he got to do. And she go, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Now she's a fucking gold digger because my man take care of me. Boom, boom. But yeah, that nigga could also say, get the fuck out at the drop of a dime. Then what? Then what you got? The Kevin Hart situation about him cheating on his girl. And everybody and their fucking mother was like, if she leave him, what the fuck do she got? You know what I mean?
So about his current wife.
Current wife. If she dip on him,
Nico, right?
Nico.
Nico.
Yes. Right. Beautiful. Bad. You Kevin, what's up? Ain't nothing against you, brother, but we gonna use it. A lot of people looked at that situation like the money kept her in that relationship. She got adjusted to that life. He cheated openly. He said he cheated, whatever the case may be.
He admitted
but he did admit it.
A lot of people admitted it. Kevin admitted that he cheated.
I think he admitted because he got caught. Yeah, he got caught. Right. He definitely got caught. And then he was like,
yo, I'm coming clean.
Right, I'm coming. Nigga, don't come clean now. You got the tape is out.
He was walking around
ass nigga in that crib. Ass nigga in the crib, nigga.
So I want to paint a scenario.
Please do.
All right. Do you feel like money influences the relationship?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you think that love, you can love someone and not marry them because of money?
Yes. Absolutely.
It's people that don't love somebody and marry them because they got money.
Absolutely, but you do know the second cause of all divorces because of money. After infidelity. Infidelity is one. Then it's money second. So
that's what I'm saying.
As much as if we want to deviate away from the reality of money being a big part, it's real.
So
that's the Kevin Hart situation. Infidelity was one, and then
but he had both.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, she like, okay, the cheat. I'm not saying she was like the cheating is all right, but she was like, he's also a millionaire. There's no way.
I don't agree. Because I actually know somebody who's related to her. I do not agree with that.
I'm not saying she's a gold digger.
Yes. So
I'm not saying she's a gold digger.
She look like Nico?
Shut the hell up. And she was about to keep going too. She was about to, yeah, I do. You want her number? But what I'm saying is, these things are factors in people's mind. For you to say statistically that the second thing, the second reason behind divorces is money, there's no way y'all can tell me she did not think about money when he got caught with that cheating situation. There's no way.
I don't doubt that she thought about money. The question is how much did that play a factor though? I think
that's different.
That's different.
That's different. I'm not saying that's the end all be all.
She was also pregnant at the time.
That was another factor.
She was. She was.
Right. This is the father.
The father of my baby.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, you had the baby. She's pregnant. So a lot of emotions is going on.
Not only that, but she's been around his prior two kids. So you gotta
wait. You know what I'm saying?
When he before he was getting the bag like that. Right.
Exactly.
So in that particular case, she stayed. But there are some women that will leave and be like, I'm gonna get this money. That's like every NBA player's life.
Are you trying to say unless the woman has her own bag?
Correct.
Now I start to remember this conversation when we had it before, right? We was talking about J-Lo, Diddy,
Beyonce,
Cassie, and all of them, right?
Right.
So the question was, would Diddy marry Cassie?
Absolutely not. And
I don't think
do you know why he won't? But he not letting nobody touch that bag. But nobody's touching his empire. How many times has Diddy been married? He's not letting anybody touch that bag.
Wait, has he been married?
No. That's not factual. Because I guarantee you, he would have
married J-Lo.
He was proposing.
You know what?
He would have. And you know that's true.
I'm not gonna argue with that. You know what it is. When they started shooting, J-Lo said, "You not for me."
Why?
And it broke his heart.
Why?
It broke his heart.
Why?
It wasn't money.
Why?
What? She had her own bag.
Because J-Lo had her own bag. She was able to make that move.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. To get back to our topic, this is where the money comes into play. Then Diddy is saying, you know, it ain't nothing against you. I think you beautiful. I fuck with you heavy. But because of this money, I can't allow you to tap into this situation.
So my question is, how much do you think Diddy really loves her? That is a fact.
And I think that's a
Yeah.
good question.
If that's even factual, I'm not even saying I agree with that.
Right.
As far as him not marrying her because of the money. If that's factual.
Yeah.
Then like you said, how much does he really love?
Right. Can you actually really love someone? Right? And that money be the factor of why you not.
I think it depends on the person, yo. I think it depends on the person, yo. The money changes the way that you think.
I don't think the money changes you. I think money enhances the person that you are.
No.
So if you're a shitty
I think
person,
the money changes.
I think if you're a shitty person,
I think if you
get
broke
money,
as
you
fuck.
be shitty with money.
Okay. Think about this: rappers, singers, when they first start off grinding. Everybody always loved that first CD that person put in
All the time.
because that shit be fucking banging. Lauryn Hill is still trying to put out some shit better than Miseducation. She can't because she well that was drugs. Okay, that was drugs. But to get back to my point, the point I'm trying to make is people get lenient. They get more laid back as they make all these millions of dollars. Okay. Now people get lenient. It's not you're not as hungry as you once were. And I truly believe that funnels into a relationship.
Once get married, right? So, but there are prenuptial agreements that outline different terms.
Correct.
So, if we're saying hypothetically speaking, Diddy didn't marry her because of the money, how much does he really love her? Hypothetically speaking, that she wanted to marry him. Mm-hmm. That's my question. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you saying that it's about the money? No, he don't.
I think the money matter, yo, because there's also a law, and I don't know what it is in California, but I know in New Jersey there's a law. If you're with somebody, you're living with somebody for a certain amount of years. I think 7 years.
Common law.
You entitled.
Jersey too.
I don't know if I don't know what it is in Cali.
I think Jersey is one of the ones that's not yet.
Oh, okay.
Common law. If I'm yes, Jersey is.
Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know if Jersey was in it or not. But there is a law. The law exists. Common law. You with somebody for a certain period of time.
Legally married.
Boom. You are entitled. You know what I mean? Money.
All right, man, cut all this rhetoric.
I think that matters, bro.
Cut the noise. Do you think Diddy would have married J-Lo?
Yeah, I think he would. But that was in the beginning of the back. He had 800 then.
But it was equivalent.
He didn't have 800 then. She didn't have 800 then.
Repeat what I'm saying, right? He didn't
but
have
you're
800
talking about
then.
it at two different times.
He didn't have 800 then, but that was how many years ago? What he had was equivalent to 800 now.
I'm going to say this, but it wasn't 800 then.
It wasn't.
I'm
But
going to say
I
this.
get what Kevaan saying.
He actually liked J-Lo.
No,
he loved J-Lo.
He loved.
That's what I think the difference is.
He loved
J-Lo.
J-Lo.
I believe that.
He loved her. That's why he would marry her. He don't love Ashley. It's the drive and what you see, the potential of the person.
Absolutely.
I don't think Diddy sees the same potential and passion
that he seen in J-Lo.
And just look at it,
J-Lo was out here getting.
Look at it.
J-Lo just got awards last night. She got awards last night.
Phenomenal, and I do agree with you. I feel like he doesn't necessarily see that in Cassie. Let's go back. I'm mad we even focusing on Cassie like this, but
right. Why we even
it's just an example because I remember the conversation, so I threw the example out there.
Right. But talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce. He cheated.
Yeah, but guess what?
And she stayed. But I don't think it was. But that had nothing to do with money.
But guess what? Because you know
At
why?
all.
You know why it had nothing to do with money?
Because they both got their own bag.
Because across the board,
right,
the money don't even matter.
It don't matter.
It's like they regular people to each other. They regular people.
Yeah. That they make so much money that it evened them the fuck out to the point where they came at each other like as if they were two regular individuals. You fucking cheated. We need to discuss this shit. But I feel like, and you pointed to this earlier about J-Lo having her own bag, and that's why she was okay with leaving after them bullets. You said that. What I'm trying to say is,
I'm about to fuck your whole shit up.
did you not say that?
Go ahead, but I got,
You said that.
Something else
What
to
I'm
say.
saying is, when you got the bag, it don't really matter. Like, you could leave if you want. She could leave Jay-Z and be okay.
All right,
No,
so
we're not talking about being okay though. It's the reason why she didn't.
so you saying that she didn't leave because
She loved him. Point blank, period.
These are public figures.
Yes.
I mean, figures. Like, Beyonce has a hive. There's a beehive. Like, people, like,
that
they.
belly too. You
they-
ever got attacked by the bee?
What?
Man.
What?
Man.
Say something bad about Beyonce.
Man.
Say something bad about Beyonce. Bruh.
Man.
And even Jay-Z, I don't believe that Jay-Z, he don't got no beehive, but don't go to New York and say something crazy about Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, whoever's part of the Rock,
Right.
is loyal to the Rock.
right.
Everybody know Ether was better than Super Ugly. But see, look. See,
Don't tell me you don't agree.
I don't want to get no. I do. But I feel
but
like
you
we
go
owe
to
it to our
anybody to
fans
the
that have
Rock.
to go into detail
You
about
go
that.
to anybody to the Rock, they can be like, nah.
Exactly. They all gonna be like, nah, Jay-Z. Nas ripped his shit when he dropped that Ether.
Ether was crazy. All right, so you feel like it's more about the public image of things opposed to what's really going on in their relationship?
Of course. When you have that much money, of course, yo.
Just keep. So so everything goes back to money with you.
Yo, well, not with me. For me, I don't care.
Okay.
Like, you know, I was in a relationship where I got into an argument with my girl, talking about prenups and all that. I don't believe in that. For me, if I love you, I love you. It ain't even about the money. And I think that but most people look at relationships as a business. You know what I mean? And that's how some people approach it. It's like, you know, nah, I'm not gonna let you just jump in and eat off of what I built. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this money that I came up upon and I built, but I don't really look at it like that.
I feel like it's less about the business aspect of it, but more so, you know what I feel like is missing? The communication aspect of it. I feel like when you do get in a relationship with somebody, you guys need to have that conversation about
Off rip.
off the rip, and I feel like people deviate away from this conversation.
They don't even want to.
People don't.
That's like the girl I was telling you about.
It's so uncomfortable.
She will hide how much she makes.
It's so uncomfortable.
It's really uncomfortable because you don't know how that person is going to take what you're saying.
Absolutely. So you need to sit down and have these conversations with your
Prince
partner.
Hakeem ain't tell Lisa McDowell.
Did he? Did he? Do you see what I'm saying? Did you see how her father started acting? He had that nigga mopping at McDowell's.
I mean, the boy got his own money.
Lisa. He said that nigga made cheese crackers.
Everything.
Salami. That nigga said, he was like, why are you acting like this?
The boy is a prince.
No.
Why is it? This is my last question.
You gonna bring up my girl Oprah?
Bring
up my girl.
Why didn't
Poor Stab.
Mary say?
What's up, Stab?
Why didn't
What's up?
Mary say?
Y'all can say what y'all want, bruh, but I'm standing strong with this. Once you get that bag, bruh, you are not trying to let somebody infiltrate.
So she love him.
No, you know, I don't know.
I'm waiting. What if a woman just doesn't want to get married? Like, what if
That's
Oprah
true.
just doesn't want to marry him?
That's true.
How does money play a part in that?
I believe that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the question is why? If not money, then why?
Like me personally, I could see my life without marriage.
I was talking to somebody that said that today.
And I don't think it's
Said
taboo.
they enjoy their lonely life.
Yeah, not lonely life.
Well, no,
but,
you ain't. We know you ain't
Stop.
lonely. We know you ain't lonely. Like she said lonely. Nigga, we don't do that.
No, but it's really some woman that doesn't have those dreams and those expectations. Like,
I agree.
I'm not saying I don't want to get married, but it's not at the forefront of my goals and my visions. If I don't get married, I'm fine. It has nothing to do with money.
When you work your whole entire life to get to a certain point in life,
That was about to be my
where you and amongst that journey you have developed this wealth. And I honestly feel like for Oprah it wasn't about the money. I think she chased the opportunity and the money came. And when she got the money, she just was like, let's grow. You know, and she did her own thing. I don't necessarily believe that it was about the money career-wise. But once you get to that pinnacle where you've done so much in your career and you've made all of this wealth, honestly speaking from both of y'all, is it easy to marry or is it easy to be in a relationship? Let's just say be in a relationship. Is it that easy to just be in a relationship with somebody who does not make nearly as much as you do?
I'm gonna say this is a personal answer with me. It's not about the actual numeric value. It's not. Again, let's just say I'm making 100K and my partner is making 30.
Right.
Me entering that relationship, I can accept that.
Right.
I'm cool with that. Let's just say you're working at a sneaker store. So my conversation with you is less about the money, but more so your vision.
Right.
Do you plan on selling sneakers for the next 5 years?
Right.
Okay. No. Do you plan on being a supervisor to the people who sells the sneakers? Are you into fashion? Do you want to create your own sneakers? So that's more so my logic of it.
Right,
It's not
right.
about the money.
Right.
It's not about the money. It's about your personal drive and where you see yourself going. Like you said, you feel like Oprah saw the opportunity and she just went with it because
I feel
of
like
the
she chased
passion.
opportunity.
She was
Right,
passionate
right.
about it.
It wasn't about the money.
And the
And the
money
money
came.
followed.
And that's
Right.
and that's my personal ideology.
Right.
The money's gonna come. If you're dedicated to something and you're passionate about something and you have a vision and
It'll
you
happen.
keep going, the money's gonna come.
It'll
So
happen. Right.
my answer, I can be with somebody who doesn't make the same amount as me. I'm more so on personal characteristics and traits.
Right.
You know, where you see yourself in 5 years. Where do you see yourself in 2 years? Let's start off with short-term goals. We're not even gonna go to the long-term goals. So
If you get 5 years down the road and you see that this person
No
is
progress?
not, no progress.
that's a problem for me. That's a problem because now
So it
it's
ends
not
up
about the
mattering.
money. It's not about the money.
That's what
You have no.
It's just
That's
about,
what, that's
you
why
have
Issa
no vision.
cheated on Lawrence.
You have no right. Well, say it again.
That's my show.
That's why Issa cheated on Lawrence.
That's my show.
You sitting on
Nah.
that?
Yeah,
Can we
y'all
just
not
do an
gonna-
episode about?
Y'all not gonna talk about
Can
my
we
girl
just
Issa.
do an
Y'all-
episode about
That's
insecure?
why Issa cheated
That's
on
a whole
Lawrence.
Are we
show.
gonna forget about Molly? Like, she's
That's
going
my
through some
girl.
shit right now. Molly is.
And that's a prime example of a
Yes.
woman making money. It's
Making
crazy because
money,
it ties back
right.
into Molly's
Yo,
character.
bro, and my. I see. I don't want to do this because then we gonna start talking
That's a
about.
whole nother
that.
show.
That's
Can
a
we
whole
agree?
nother- that's a whole nother
Can we
show.
agree?
That's a whole nother
Agree
show.
to do this down the line?
We would definitely have you back on the show, and we can have that conversation. For sure, for sure. How about you, okay? I think it's safe to say that, you know, again, for us three, and we want to make this clear, the money ain't really.
It ain't about the money. If
The
it ain't about the
money,
money,
you can still get this dick.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't gotta have that bag, but alright, yeah,
Don't touch it
I
between my
mean,
legs.
it ain't gonna go that far. Yeah, I don't know how far we gonna
Don't
get,
touch it
but we really appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. Man, I enjoyed this topic. I really did. My brain juice is flowing right now. Like, you know, as always, man, a pleasure having you guys. You know, you already know my handle on social media, IG and Twitter is Dajon B Trippin. It's exactly how you heard it. It's DajonBetrippin.
That's long.
It is long. Dajon B Trippin. You know, you can't put no space. You can't put no spaces. You know what I'm saying? Then my co-host.
so we appreciate you for tuning in.
Again,
Ooh.
he gets on my
Wow,
nerves.
dang.
You had to wear the
It's
glasses.
been a while since my back was
You had to wear the glasses today.
man.
He gets on my fucking
Crazy.
Taylor. You can follow me on IG at Taylor, TAILORED.
Newly back on Twitter.
Newly back on Twitter. Yeah, it's been a long while. I tweeted today.
Did you?
I ain't getting no retweets, but it's okay.
Yo, you gotta build it back up. You got.
Cause people ain't even checking for me.
You know, in
anymore.
college
They're
it
like,
was lit, but now Selena,
Where can I find you?
not only where we could find you, but let us know any future endeavors, anything you got
Absolutely.
coming up. You know.
Absolutely. Unlike these two, you can't find me on Twitter. My Twitter days are retired.
I hear that.
I done had my shit.
You gotta botch all
You
them
was a
tweets.
I done had my shit.
I wasn't even on Twitter, and I'm like, yeah, I keep seeing your posts
Botch them
everywhere.
tweets.
Yeah, so my Twitter is retired, but you can find me on Instagram at Selena Shanae. No underscores, no nothing. At Selena Shanae. So again, thank you guys so much.
It was a pleasure, man.
But
We
it's
really
well
enjoyed
needed
having you.
conversation and
We
time.
really enjoy it. And we can keep talking too. But
Absolutely.
we're gonna cut this off.
And make sure you look out for that nonprofit. What's the name of the nonprofit?
Oh, the nonprofit.
Basketball, Brains, and Beauty Elite. I definitely will be giving you guys more information once everything is a lot more solidified.
Yeah, we're gonna pull up and all that. Whatever you need. We in the building. So
I appreciate that.
that's fine.
Let's
We
do another
appreciate
one.
you.
Let's do it.
A 20?
A tournament.
People bang with that.
let's do
Like a
it.
little 3-on-3.
You guys can actually help
big-
me with
a big tournament.
the first event that we're going to be working on as the opening event. So I'm so excited. So thank you
here for
guys.
it. We here
Thank
for
you.
Give me a mic.
Thank you. No,
All
we're
right.
not giving you one.
Yo, thank you, y'all. We appreciate it, man. See y'all soon.
$1 million pose with these $1 million flows. I ain't thinking about a deal, ain't $1 million, no. Back up on my face, I got $1 million glow. Say you sold for some clothes, now you reaping what you sow. I've been kicking ass, I got $1 million toe. I be quarterbacking deals, that's $1 million pro. Keep your greasy weave off my couch, that's a no. The rugged alpaca, that's $1 million throw. Pillow on the floor, disobeyed and you can go. King D.